NBA open tonight. NBA's back, and it was maybe a preview of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. Both teams were rusty. Both teams didn't shoot particularly well. The Celtics were able to eke out 6 more threes, which amounts to 18 points, and that's what what they won by, which is 18 points. So they beat them 105-87. Kyrie and Hayward, they look very rusty. So this is gonna happen, especially if you haven't played. You haven't played since last season. Kyrie with the knee injury, and Gordon Hayward, of course, recover from that gruesome injury. But nobody's saying this. Kyrie Irving played his hand really early, saying that he would like to sign with the Celtics. Gordon Hayward is there. They have Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown. They already went to the Eastern Conference Finals without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. So if things continue to show like they are now, for example, if Kyrie Irving still is rusty or if Gordon Hayward is still acclimated, one of those guys might get traded. I know people aren't talking about it. They will not talk about it. But here's the thing. Danny Ainge is a shrewd businessman. He's not going to make decisions emotionally, talking about I'm going to take care of you, this, that, and the third. You saw what he did with Isaiah Thomas. So that being said, he will make the decision that's best for the entire franchise, which means if he has to get rid of Hayward or Kyrie Irving to get a piece like an Anthony Davis or any other transcendent piece, he will do it. He'll do it in a heartbeat, without a question. So, Jayson Tatum scoring 23 points, busting ass, and Jaylen Brown having a great game. That, and so Terry Rozier having a great game. I know the roles most likely won't be flipped, like they won't continue having better games than Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving, but at the slight chance that they're showing even par, Danny Ainge is going to get rid of those guys. And in terms for the Philadelphia 76ers, they got some stuff to work on, of course. They're still young. Their shooting, Sarich was horrible. Some other guys were terrible as well. But one of the things that the 76ers have to do is they have to get themselves a solid system. I know Brett Brown is from the Popovich coaching tree, and he knows about systems. So he has to get these guys to buy into systems and less about talent. Because talent is only going to take you so far. If you're getting blown out by the Celtics, but you do have Embiid, you have Simmons, you have shooters, you have Redick, it should be more of a closer game. So all that boils down to, and I'm not saying anybody's getting out-schemed, out-coached, or whatever the case is. I'm not Odell Beckham here, with Lil Weezy, whatever. Shout out to Carter 5, which is an excellent album. I think one of his best yet, period. It's up there to me with the Carter 3, Carter 2, just a side note, whatever. But I'm not saying anything like that. But what I'm simply saying is you got to have instances where these guys could get off a little bit easier instead of the same old thing. They're very easy to scout, honestly speaking. Throw the ball inside and JJ Redick coming off curls. You give Simmons space for the drive. So I want to see Simmons coming off of more curl action. Embiid setting more screens and roll into the basket and stuff like that. I want to see more of that. Just mix it up. Now on to the other side, the Western Conference. Golden State opened up. The real cool thing about Golden State on their ring night, when they opened up for the opening night, they got reversible rings. They said it's the first time any team has had reversible rings, which is really dope. They could take the stone out and flip it and put it back in the ring, which is really, really, really dope. Like one day you feel this way, next day you feel that way. So it's crazy. The amount of detail that goes into those rings is crazy. They have 56 stones, which matches the amount of years the team has been in the NBA. So this is huge. That's really dope. But what I noticed about the Golden State Warriors is we might see a resurgence of the Golden State Warriors from 2016, where they went 73-9. So we might get them to go 72-10 or 73-9 or 74-8. Because the way that I see Steph Curry is playing, he had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists on opening night. KD had 27. Klay Thompson had 14. You hear something like that, opening night, And these guys weren't even locked in. Imagine when they get locked in and they're really focused on the defense and they stop turning the ball over. I mean, that's really scary. And another thing that I did notice from OKC side, they have a really solid team. I like their team, especially when you have Schroeder. Now you can have Russell Westbrook play more of a two guard role, or like more like a Damian Lillard kind of style. Damian Lillard's a point guard, but he's more of a 2 guard. So you have that kind of role. So their team is dangerous as well. From the entire game is Golden State Warriors have potential to make another crazy run, but also notice that they do have competition. So like a lot of people feel like the season's a foregone conclusion because they got Boogie and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily going to win. So they still have a good amount of competition, and on top of that, other teams are catching up. Other teams are they're playing better. They're going to play better this year because even Vegas has them to win the championship, but it's not at highest odds, since, last year or whatever the case is. Last year, their odds were better to win a championship than this year. So teams will catch up with them, but you can possibly throw Stephen Curry's name into the MVP race because if he's having nights where 30, 32, 8, and 9, and it's not even his best game. The man shot 11 for 20 from the field, over 50%. If you have somebody doing stuff like that in the game, then you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Opening night for him to do that, it's like from the injury from last year to now, he's gotten even better. His shot looks quicker, and then you got somebody like KD stepping up. Then they got that young guy in Jones. So they might look to make another run at, a crazy historical run. I'm talking about regular season and then playoffs. Of course, they're gonna come with it. So that's gonna be really a good sight to see. Opening night was good. We got to see some basketball. Not to say it was like the greatest basketball because guys are rusty, guys are coming off the summer, but it's good to have basketball back. I love it. Let me know what you feel. Let me know what you've seen during opening night. Let me know what you feel is going to happen during the regular season. I'm not going to do any predictions or anything. I think it's way too early to be, this team's going to go here. This team's going to beat this team. I'm not going to do that. That's way too early. Hoops Junction. Hoops, me too. Like, comment, subscribe.